Good morning, and we have got another of our beginners course workouts for you today. So we're going to be starting off with a little bit of breath work, and then we'll get into our mobility, which we're going to do up against the wall again, and then we're going to do our Pilates workout, and then a nice deep stretch to finish us off. Sound good? Okay. Find a nice relaxed position. Sit up nice and tall out of your hips, closing your eyes, palms up towards the sky. Gently turn your attention in towards your breathing. Feel the slightly cooler air entering your nostrils and the slightly warmer air leaving your nostrils. Breathing light, gentle, and soft. Gently in, softly out. On your next inhale, I invite you to bring the air all the way down into your lower ribs. And as you exhale, feel as those rib cage gently deflates back down. And again, gently inhale. Feel your rib cage swell. Gently out. Now you can start to wriggle your fingers and blink your eyes back open. Alright, so now that we're all settled in, ready for our workout, get yourself up against the wall. So pause this video if you have to. But yeah, you want to find yourself a nice wall that you can use that's clear of anything around it. We're going to be starting off just with our forearms in a kneeling position. You're going to have your forearms up against the wall. You'll just be straight on. This is just so I can demo. So forearms against the wall, and you're just going to be pulling down. So your hands stay straight, and you just pull down on those shoulders as you exhale. Inhale to come back up. You exhale. Pull down on the shoulders, hands stay still. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. Pull those shoulders down. Inhale up. Exhaling down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just coming up and down. See if you can inch your hands a little higher on the wall. Gently pulling. Make this one your last one. And then we're going to come into a kneeling position. So you want your what's called the outside leg, the wall being on the inside, is going to be the foot that's forward. Back leg straight, 90-90 position. And you want to have your hip up against the wall, arm up against the wall. And we're just going to be doing some openers. So the outside arm is reaching back as far as it can. Keep the hip on the wall. Inhale, come back in. Exhaling to open. Inhale to bring that hand in. Exhaling to open out. Keep the eyes on the fingers. Hip and shoulder pressing into that wall. Opening out. Okay, as you come in now, you can rest that outside arm back down onto your knee, and the inside arm is going to do a rainbow. So rainbows around, rainbows forward. Rainbows round. Keep your eyes looking forward and forward. Do one last one, nice big one. And forward. Beautiful. And let's just switch over into the other side. So turning yourself around. Get your hip up against the wall, shoulder against the wall. Okay, and then we're doing our arm openers to start with. So we just open up the outside arm and we follow the eyes. Follow it with our eyes. Open it wide. And coming in. Open out wide. Inhale back in. Gently opening and closing. Now rest this arm down on that front knee. You're going to keep yourself forward and you're going to rainbow your arm up, over. Inside arm is just smoothing its way up and over in that rainbow. Smoothing its way around. Keep your shoulders and your eyes facing forward. Over. Last one, make it a big one. Beautiful. Coming back forwards. Awesome. Let's come up into a standing position now. We're going to do a stretch. It's really good for anyone with plantar fasciitis. So leaning against the wall. You want to almost be in like a lunge position. And then what you're going to do is take the front foot and it's going to diagonally cross over to the other side. And then you've got your foot pushing against the wall. And you're just going to lean into this. Straightening out through the leg, bending into the leg, and straighten. And bend. So this will look a little bit like this from behind. When you're straight on with the wall, my left leg crosses right over to the right hand side, and I'm bending into it and straightening, bending into it and straightening. Okay. I just thought it might be a bit rude to just have my bum facing the camera, so I thought I'd come on the angle, but just so you understand what we're doing. So you're just bending into that front leg, straightening back out, bending into it, straightening back out. Okay, come back up. I'm going to switch sides. So I'm going to take my right leg is going to be back. Sorry, my left leg's going to be back. Right leg reaches across on the diagonal. So I find a nice stretch. And then I'm leaning into that front leg, straightening out. Leaning in. So from that straight position, back leg's in line with the hands, and then the front leg really diagonal across. And I'm leaning into it, straightening out. Leaning into it, straightening out. Keep going with this one, really pushing. This one is really good. If you've got plantar fasciitis, do this one every day. and it'll help you. Really lean in, feel that nice stretch. Last one. Let's really lean in and hold for a couple of seconds. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to come down onto the mat. So just come down nice and gently. Remember, safest way to get down, all the way down, is on the side. And then we roll onto our back. Okay, so we're going to get into our Pilates. And I might just move these mats forward if you don't mind. Just get away from the wall now. Awesome. So we're going to be looking at our T-zone first. So with this one, take your index finger and your middle finger, place them inside of those hip bones. You've got your feet bent, knees directly up towards the sky. Nice neutral spine, chin touch, shoulders relaxed. Should be nice and doughy in there, right? You're prodding around, nice and doughy, not for long. Okay, we are going to draw that pelvic floor muscle, that one right down at the bottom, as if it's on a rope. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Squeeze across, hip bone to hip bone. Scoop, scoop the whole thing in towards the mat. Scoop it in. Suction it in. And relax. And go again and feel for that contraction underneath your fingers. You pull up, hip bone to hip bone, scoop down. And relax. Last time. Just pull up, hip bone to hip bone, scoop it on down. Beautiful. Okay, so when you're doing that, nothing happens with your tailbone, no tension in the glutes, the quads, the upper body. So let's just do one more, making sure we're really relaxed everywhere else. Focus in on that T-zone, okay? All in here. Up. Hip bone squeezes across the other hip bone. Scoop the whole thing down. Okay, so let's just rock through neutral and imprinted spine a couple of times. So neutral spine is where your pelvis and your hip bone would be completely parallel to the floor, and you'll feel that natural curve. And then if you imprint your spine, you're using your lower abs to suction your spine down towards the mat. Rock back to neutral, suction down to imprint, neutral, imprint, neutral. Again, you're not tensing your glutes when you imprint. You're not doing anything with your tailbone. It's just those lower abs. Just rock through. Okay. And then with our hands on the side of our ribs, we inhale through the nose, expand the ribs. Exhale out through the mouth, closing the ribs down. Ribs slide to hips. One more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, close those ribs down. Beautiful. And then we have our chin tuck, shoulders down and back. So let's get straight into our first exercise, which today is going to be lift foot. So arms relaxed down by the side, chin tuck, shoulders down and back, neutral spine. Inhale, tighten through that T-zone. Exhale, you're going to lift the leg up as one. You keep the same angle until your knee gets on top of your hip. And then inhale, come back down. Ground through this heel, we're going to lift the other foot. Lifting it up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, ground and lift. Think about lifting that leg up as one and it comes down as one. So you keep that 90-degree angle the whole way through. And really pay attention to your spine. So you exhale, slide the ribs to hips. Bring the knee up. Inhale, foot comes down. Exhale. Inhale, back down. Exhale. Inhale, down. Okay, so now we're just going to concentrate on our right leg, so you can rest back down for 2 seconds. So ground through this left heel, really ground. Tighten the T-zone. And then this time, as you inhale, inhale to lift the leg up into that nice 90 degrees. Exhale, extending out long, pointing through that toe. Inhale, you drag that knee in. Exhale, it all levers back down, keeping that angle. Same leg, so we inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee comes back in. Exhale, bring the whole thing down. Keep that same angle, that 90 degrees. Inhale up. Exhale, extend. Watch what's happening with your spine. Don't let it move a centimetre, okay? You use those abs. You're the boss. You're controlling your body. If you are feeling your spine arching, just go back into lift foot, or really think about that rib to hip connection. Helping you to close those ribs down. Inhale in, exhale down. One last one. Up, extend, back in and down. We're going to switch legs. So now really grounding through the right heel. So we inhale, we bring that leg up. Exhale, extending out long. Inhale, knee back above hip. Exhale, the whole thing levers down as one. And again, inhale up. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee above hip. Exhale, down. Keep going with this one. And let's do a quick body scan. Chin tucked. Shoulders down and back, nice and relaxed. No weight in the hands. And then tighten the T-zone. Give it a quick check. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, ribs to hips. Inhale, knee comes back in. Exhale, lever down. Inhale up. Exhale, really think rib to hip. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, rib to hip. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, extend. Inhale, drag that knee back in. Exhale, levering the leg down as one. Beautiful. Okay, resting down here. All right, so we're going to be coming up into a pendulum. For this one, you have to have your arms out, stretched to the side, okay? And then we imprint our spine, so rock through, neutral, down to imprint. Lift your legs up one at a time. Squeeze them together. Knees directly above your hip, tailbone down, okay? Imprint that spine. Inhale, we're going to be tighten your T-zone. As we inhale, both knees are going to rock over to the right hand side. No weight in the arms. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, coming over to the left. Exhale, think rib to hip, bring them back in. Keep that spine imprinted. Imprint the spine the whole way through. Squeezing the legs together. You want to be super controlled in this position. And you get that control from keeping that T-zone really tight, really scooped. So inhale over. Exhale, rib to hip. Inhale over. Imprint the spine. Exhale. Okay. And you can rest back down for a second. If you are going to rest down, always 1 foot at a time. I'll show you the setup for our nutcracker, our next move. So imprinted spine, legs up, knees squeezing together, ankles squeezing together, arms coming straight up above us. For this one, you inhale, tighten your T-zone, you exhale, curl up and reach through, knees that part. Inhale, knees come back together, hands overhead. We ready? So T-zone tight. Exhale, curl the head up, part the knees, reach through the gap. Inhale, knees together, arms overhead. Check that spine, still imprinted. Exhale, reach. Inhale, knees together, hands overhead. Exhale, reach. Inhale, knees together, coming back over. Check on that spine. Check the tailbone isn't lifting. Chin tucked. Inhale, come back in, overhead. Imprint that spine, keep the tailbone down. Exhale, lift, squeeze, knees together, knees squeezing together. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to be coming all the way onto our side now, so let your feet come down. Roll onto our side. Get ready for some clam action, baby. All right, so we're just going to do clam one to start with. So we've got the heels in line with the bum, knees squeezing together, hips stacked, shoulders stacked. Head resting on your arm. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, let's peel that knee apart from the underneath one. Inhale, T-zone. Pull it back down. Exhale, squeeze the heels. Make sure we're not opening up here. Exhale, back down. You want to keep that pole in between, going straight through your hips. This time, as your leg opens, really connect your ribs to your hips. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, rib to hip. Inhale, T-zone. Shoulders relaxed. Last squeeze here. Squeeze it up. Hold for a few seconds. Squeezing those heels together. Okay, and coming back down. Going to come into a new move for this course. We're going to do circles. So you can keep this underneath leg bent, but the upper leg reaches out in a nice long line. Hips stacked, one on top of the other. Knee facing straight forward. And then you're going to relax your foot, which means that the toe is going to drop towards the mat. And then just do a quick check, shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Beautiful. Now in this position, you're going to start to draw the most perfect little circles that you can with that heel. So try and extend out through the back of your knee. Make sure your leg's nice and straight. Keep the T-zone tight. And just really nice and controlled. Really controlled. Really keeping an eye on those hips being stacked one on top of another. You can push your top hip away to lift through the underneath waist. Really nice here. Keeping that T-zone really tight to control any rocking as you circle. Beautiful. Okay. So you can rest back down for a second while I show you our setup for zigzag. Alright, so with zigzag, it's the same thing, legs stretched out long. Now this time we inhale to sweep the leg forward, exhale as the toe drops down towards the floor, and then we inhale to pick it back up. It comes all the way behind us, but not so that the spine arches, and then we exhale
to open up the foot at the back. Lift the toe towards the sky. Inhale, sweeping forward. Here we go. Exhale, toe drops down. Inhale, drag that heel through the wet sand. Point the toe up. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, toe down. Inhale, come back. Really pay attention to the spine. Don't let those ribs flare out. Reaching up. Inhale, forwards. Coming down. Inhales, come back. Really lifting up. This is your last one, forward here. Drop that toe down, and then you can bend your knee in. Let's flip over to the other side and do those 3 exercises on the other butt cheek. All right, so nice long line. We're doing climb 1 to start with. So feet are in line with the butt, and then we've got knees squeezing together, hips are stacked one on top of the other, shoulders stacked one on top of the other. Okay, T-zone tight. Exhale, squeeze those heels, peel that knee up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, squeeze and peel. Squeeze and peel. Inhale, come back down, tighten that T-zone. Exhale, squeeze and peel. Really dig those heels in towards each other. Squeeze and peel. Relax your shoulders. Chin tucked. As you exhale, ribs close down to your hips. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, squeeze and peel. Inhale, back down. Last one. Squeeze up. Beautiful. And now this top leg is going to stretch out in line with our body. So have a quick look. Are my hips still stacked one on top of the other? So I could put a line straight through them. Okay, so just relax your foot out of the end of your leg so that the toe drops down a bit. And you're going to tighten through the T-zone. Feel for that squeeze in the glute med, okay? And then we're just going to start to draw the most perfect little circles that we can. Really small, really controlled. T-zone staying really tight here. That's what's going to stop you from rocking around. As the leg moves, we want to keep everything else as still as we can. So controlled. So much quality movement here. If you want to feel it in the glute more, just let that toe drop down a bit more. Try to turn off your TFL. You can pull your thigh bone into your hip socket. Imagine pulling that bone in. Last one. You can rest down here if you want a really big booty burn. Then let's go straight into zigzags. So the foot sweeps forward with an inhale. Exhale, toe drops down. And we drag that heel back through the wet sand. Open the foot up. And then we lift. Oh, it's a deep burn. Inhale, coming forward. Toe drops down. Exhale. Inhale, T-zone. Watch those ribs as the leg comes back. Lift. Inhale, coming forward. Toe down. Drop it down. Control. Coming up. Inhale. Drag the foot back nice and straight in the leg. Open it up and push with an exhale. Inhale, foot comes straight forward. rotate the leg, toe down. Straighten out that foot. Drag that heel through the wet sand. Drag it back. Open and squeeze up. Coming forwards. Toe down. Pop that toe down. This is your last one coming back here. Sweep back. Open up. Squeeze. Up. Beautiful. So we're just going to come onto our front here. We're going to do breaststroke arms. So forehead down. Hands are by your side. Tuck those abs in. Pubic bone gently pushing into the mat. Shoulder blades down and back. Okay, so we're going to inhale, raise the hands and the forehead off the mat. Keep those abs lifted, shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, hands reach forward. Inhale, they circle out and around, back beside your head. Exhale, forward. Inhale, out and around, back to where they started. Keep going with this one. Exhaling as the hands shoot forward, but the shoulder blades stay down and back. Inhale, circling around. Keep those abs lifted. You can have your forehead on the mat for this one, or you can have it a couple of centimeters raised off of the mat. Inhale, out and around. Exhale. Inhale, out and around. Keep going. Should be feeling the burn now. We're just going to do 3 more. Shoulder blades down and back. Exhale to shoot forward. Inhale, circle around and back. Last one. Exhale, shoot forward as far as you can. Inhale, out and around. And we can rest down. Okay, so I'm coming into our stretches. Well done. We've finished our Pilates for today. So we're going to push back. Always lift your abs as you're pulling back. We're going to come into a nice child's pose. Okay, so forehead down on the mat. And then we're just going to start to rotate the hands. So we turn the palms so that they face up towards the sky. And then rotate the hands all the way around the other direction. And again. Coming in. Start to bring your breathing back into your nose, super gentle. And then we're going to creep the hands all the way around to the right, still in your child's pose position. Head coming down. And let's creep the hands all the way over to the other side. Forehead down. Okay, and then slowly let yourself come up. We're just going to do some arm threads. So on your knees, let's raise the right arm up, up, up. It's going to come threading through to the other side. And then we're gently pushing off the back of our hand. Nice, soft, gentle breathing all through the nose. Let's come up. Change to the other side. Lifting up. Threading through. Gently pushing off. Okay, and gently roll yourself back up. Oh, the sun's out. And we're going to come into a nice hip flexor stretch. So, for this one, we've got 90-90 with the kneeling position. We're going to tilt our pelvis up and gently lean forwards. Take the opposite hand to your front leg and it's going to reach over your body. Nice gentle breathing all through the nose. Okay, coming back in. We're just going to straighten out that front leg. Keep the hips high as the chest reaches towards the shin. Hips reach backwards, chest reaches forwards. Front foot flex. Okay, now you're going to bring that front leg all the way to the back. We're going to push ourselves up into a downward dog. So heels reach towards the back, shoulders relaxed, drawing down. T-zone reaches for the sky. Sweep it up high. Okay, and then you're just going to let the knees come down and then bring the other leg forward for that hip flexor stretch. Find your balance, tilt that pelvis and gently lean forward. Opposite hand to the front leg, coming over your body. Really nice, soft breathing through the nose. Gently let your hands come down now as we straighten out that front leg. Hips stay high, reaching backwards, chest reaching forward, foot flexed. Beautiful. Now you're just going to let yourself come down into a seated position. Let's just come out into a straddle here. So feet are flexed, thighs to sky. And then wherever you are with this one, hands down. Just relax. Or if you can get your forearms down. Or your head down. Shoulders relax. Okay.
And that's the end of our workout for today. I hope that you're feeling super good inside your body right now. You've just given it a treat. You've given it a bit of breath work, functional breath work, mobility moves, Pilates, and a nice deep stretch. You should be feeling really, really proud of yourself. Alright, well I hope you have a lovely day. If you have time and you enjoyed that video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, really appreciate it. And I'll see you back on the mat for our 8th workout. Can't wait. See you guys. Have a great day.